Hello, you guys. My name is Morgan Zambrano. For those of you that don't know me, I am here because I really have a passion for what I would consider average network marketers. People in network marketing that maybe haven't built to leadership yet. Maybe you're just kind of still learning and growing on kind of how network marketing works. Maybe you haven't found the success that you want yet. And that's been my focus for probably 4 years now, is really using my own knowledge and skills and experience to help kind of break things down and make things a little bit easier for the average network marketer. And so today's topic is really interesting. This was actually, I saw a post where someone was like, if you're still saying join my team in 2023, go back to 2007 or something like that. And I was like, I don't know this person. Literally, I don't even remember where I saw the post. I was just scrolling and I saw it and I thought, I'm gonna go live about that. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk about that because I think we see stuff like that all the time from our own network marketers, from people that are in the industry that are shaming other network marketers for things that they do. And yes, that's what I'm going to call it, is shaming network marketers. Because this is going to be kind of the whole gist of this training for you guys, is that I would rather you take imperfect action than worry about being perfect. I would rather you say something that might be a little cringy, a little novice, a little beginner, than not say anything at all. I think if you've ever said, join my team, that's brave. I think, honestly, even if you've ever sent a copy-paste message, it's brave. It's braver than most people who sit still and do nothing because they're so afraid of what other people think. Because so many people out there are judging, including your own fellow network marketers. Yeah, this might not be going where you guys thought this was gonna go, but I'm the girl. Exactly, we learn by doing. I'm the girl. I say join my team all the time. All the time. Almost every single day. Have you out-recruited me? I've recruited 70 people this year. Some of you might have, because I do have some really strong, incredible friends on here, but I've recruited 70 people this year. I've recruited 30 people in the last 27 days. And I say join my team. And you know why I say join my team? This could make me emotional. Because I've never had a team. I've never been the girl who's been part of a team, who's been part of a community, who's been accepted, who's had a leader, who's willing to lead me, who's had a coach. I've never been that girl. I've always just kind of been out on my own. And so when someone says join my team, I think, oh my goodness, I get to join a team? I get to be part of something? This isn't something that I have to build alone, that I have to build by myself. I get to be part of a community. So I say join my team, and I say it almost every single day, and people join me very often because I have a team. And because I show up for my team, and because I love my team. Again, copy paste, not the same thing. Spammy and just using it to recruit, not the same thing. The intention behind it, if the intention behind it is icky, don't be icky. But if the intention behind it is true and genuine, how much I love my team, my Better Together Beauties, does it say BTB? Look. My Better Together Beauties, okay, that we have team shirts. I say join my team, and guess what? You join my team and you can get a team shirt. You want to be a part of the Better Together Beauties? Join my team. And I'm going to say that over and over and over. And so I want you guys to hear that from me, from my voice, and see that in my posts, so that you know that while someone is cringing, I'm recruiting. And I'm one of the top recruiters in my company. And no one's cringing at me, and even if they are, they're not going to cringe at my bank account. So just keep those things in mind whenever you are posting and you're like, ugh, how is blah 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 gonna feel? How is these other people gonna feel? Do those people affect your paycheck? Do those people affect your business? And if they don't, it doesn't really matter what they think. And I just want you, when it comes to recruiting, if it feels icky to say something, it's icky. You should go by the way that you feel. What are you excited to talk about? What are you excited to share? What makes you want to bring people into this opportunity? Because if you're not really team focused, if the idea of being a leader, or if the idea of having community, if that's not your jam, then you wouldn't say that. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I want to build a community, like I want to build one of the biggest teams in network marketing history. That's literally my goal. Like I want to build a massive team. So that's my focus. But if you're someone who really just wants to build, like to have people join you and then they're kind of independent, you wouldn't use that verbiage. Does that make sense? You might say, you know, join me and build an empire, or join me and you can't say make six figures. You can't say that, that's illegal. But join me to make a side income. Not even join me, you know, start your business to make money, whatever. Does that make sense? So you would use other verbiage that makes sense for you. But what I really want you guys to understand is, as long as what you're saying is true, then I don't think it should be cringy, and I don't think anyone should be being told what to say and what not to say if what you're saying is genuine to you. So I wanted to throw out just a little bit of a tip, because this is something that I do, and I feel like I recruit a lot of people. I feel like 70 people in a year is a lot. In less than a year, 70 people in 9 months, I feel like that's a lot. So what I do is I think about different personality types, okay? This is gonna sound really silly, and I'm gonna give you this training in like 5 minutes. But I think about different personality types. So I focus on the DISC personality, D-I-S-C. It's similar to the color personalities, if you know those. But I do DISC, it's what I focus on. I've studied DISC for multiple years now. And so your Ds are your people who are just very direct, very dominant. They just want to kind of know the bottom line. They also want to know that they're joining someone who's winning, and they want to know that there's potential for winning. So when you see me talk about the fact that my team ended number 1 in 2022, number 1 globally, it wasn't number 2, wasn't number 3, number 1 globally in 2022. I mentioned that because a D personality, someone who's focused on winning, doesn't want to join anyone other than number 1. So I mentioned that. I don't mention it often, but I mention that because it's going to attract those more dominant personalities. Your I personalities, they're your influencers. They're fun. They want friends. They want to know that there's other people involved, okay? I love community, but I'm not an I. I'm super introverted. But an I personality wants to know that there's fun. They like to know that I get to wear a crown when I go to our conferences or when I do big trainings. They like to know that there's crowns, that there's sashes, that we wear prom dresses, that there's other people involved. They love to know that my team does like fun stuff together, where sometimes we just jump on Zoom and do our makeup together. They like the culture and all of those things. So I share about those things. My S's, my supportive personalities, that's my personality type. So S's are supportive. They're steady. They're very loyal. They're slow to make decisions. My CEO always, every time she does a training, she's like, S's are slow. And I'm like, can we not say it like that? But what she means is that S's are slow to make decisions. But once we make a decision, we are all in because we are fiercely loyal. And so my S's want to know that I've been doing this for a long time. They want to know that I'm very loving towards my team. They want to know that I do this for my family. All of those things are super important. If your business takes away from your family, if that's what it looks like, that's going to scare away an S. An S wants to know that they can do this. They can have a great supportive community. They can be involved. They can help, but that this also helps their family in some way. Your C personalities, I also have a very high C. Your C's are analytical. They don't need all the fluff. They don't need all the fun. They don't need the shiny objects. They just need to know, how much am I getting paid? What's the profit margin? Is there any fine print? Are there any hidden fees? And if you don't tell them, they're going to figure it out anyway. If someone reads the policies and procedures, they're probably a C. If someone is going through the compliance, they're probably a C. So your C personalities are going to be those people that go through all of that information and they know the answers probably better than you do. And so when I'm talking to my C personalities, I will say things like, I have a 12-week course when you join. When you join my team, you get 12 weeks of, I don't want to talk about it too much, 12 weeks of onboarding information. When you join my team, we have a launch and learn masterclass that you can immediately watch. The words masterclass, the words course, your C personality is like, what? I have a step-by-step onboarding system. those things will freak out an I personality. I do tell that to everyone because I'm a C. But an I personality is like, that sounds like a lot. Like, I just want to post selfies. So I sell makeup and skincare. So my I personalities, they just want to throw on a lipstick. They just want to go live and throw on a lipstick and like talk about makeup and like have a lot of fun and be like, look, it's so cute, let's buy it. Like, I can bring the I in my live videos, okay? So my I personalities don't want to watch a 20-minute video. My D personalities also don't want to watch a 20-minute video, okay? My S's are going to do it because they're nice and they're supportive and they're going to follow the step-by-step system that I tell them to do because S's are very soft and kind and they like follow the leader, okay? My C's are going to do it, but they're going to tell me if there's any grammar mistakes, okay? D's and I's probably not going to look. I keep the I's entertained by having lots of like fun challenges and lots of camaraderie going on. And I keep the D's going. I didn't mean to turn this into it turned into a leadership training really quick. Hold on. And I keep the D personalities going because I do lots of shout outs for my top 5s. We have lots of chances for winning. Okay. I have some D personalities on my team that literally don't show up to a single Zoom, don't do a single thing that I share on my team page. They don't share anything that I do. They're literally not plugged into anything. But if I say, whoever sells the most in the next 3 days is gonna win, it could be anything. Could be a freaking pin. It does not matter. It could be, I'm gonna send you $1 on Venmo. And if I say someone in the next, like whoever sells the most in the next 3 days is gonna win, my D personalities are on it. And it's almost always a D personality that wins, by the way. Because they are just like, what are we doing? What do I need to win? I want to win. They're your winners, okay? So anyway, I didn't mean to go into leadership, but I tell you all of this because one of the biggest ways that I recruit is because I'm not just talking to myself. I'm not just talking about how much I love my family and how much I use this business for my family. I go really heavy on that because that is what like is truly what I want to talk about. I just want to talk about business, that's my C, and my family, that's my S. Those are the things that I want to talk about, but you still see me share the fun. You still see me share like when I go into a networking event, even though internally it's terrifying, but I share about it so that my I personalities know that when they join me, they don't have to be an introverted hermit doing this all alone. They can actually join me, join my team, and they can still get to do all of these I personality things or these D personality things. And so what I have always trained my team on for years is once a week to talk about your opportunity somehow, some way. Once a week in a static post. And so what I mean is either on your personal page or on your Instagram, not with like a graphic, not with something that says join my team, with a selfie of you or with a picture of your team, or it could be a picture of you and your kids. And you're gonna write a post that has to do with your opportunity, has to do with your business, but it's gonna be towards one of those personality types, okay? So the first week of the month, you could literally type all 4 of these out today. I would give you this challenge to type all 4 of these out today. Type 1 for a D, 1 for an I, 1 for an S, and 1 for a C. No matter what company you're in, you can do this, I promise. So I wouldn't be me if my phone wasn't dying. So you're gonna type out 4 separate posts, okay? You're gonna schedule 1 next week, 1 the next week, 1 the next week, and 1 the next week. And if you have a static post talking about your opportunity once a week forever, and you're rotating through the different personality types, you're going to recruit more, okay? So that is literally my number 1 tip. That is my system for sponsoring, is I just make sure that I'm not just talking to myself. I'm not just talking to S's. Because again, I'm gonna start training a little bit more on some leadership stuff. I do have some topics I wanna go over publicly with you guys because I do think network marketing is in need of more leadership right now. So I'm gonna go over some different leadership topics. I lost what I was gonna say because I started looking at the comments. I literally, no idea what I was gonna say. But this is one of the strategies that I use with my team is posting about it once a week forever, rotating through the different Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Glad I went back. You can't build a team with one personality. You can't. It's not gonna work. If you have a bunch of Ds, they're all just gonna like implode each other because they're all gonna be fighting for who's winning, and it's like the whole thing is just gonna explode, okay? If you have a whole team of Is, it's gonna be a lot of fun, but no one's gonna get anything done. If you have a whole team of S's, No one takes charge because everyone is terrified and everyone's waiting for a leader, and no one wants to tell anyone else what to do, and no one is direct enough to tell anyone they're doing anything wrong. And a whole team of C's doesn't want to deal with the humans, okay? They literally might have all of the answers, but they have all of the answers for themselves because they don't want to deal with all of the other people, okay? So it takes all 4 different personality styles to actually build a strong and stable team. And that's where I've gotten very lucky. The top leader on my team is much more organized and systematic than I am. Do you know how incredible that is? Because it's actually kind of funny. I'm gonna shout her out really quick. Teresa Martin, if you guys don't follow her, you should. She's incredible. And so Teresa and I, we were just talking about this yesterday. I'm actually very C, but she is more organized than I am. I'm just very strategic. So we have 2 different sides of this C personality. But what I can do, I'm really good at kind of hyping people. So my team actually calls me the hype queen. I might not even be the one that's pulling together the systems. I might not even be the one that's teaching people. Well, I do teach people, but like the strategies and the stuff that actually has structure, a lot of that isn't me. But I'm really good at getting people to actually do the things. I'm good at influencing people to do the things because they trust me. But if I had to build it all out myself, it would literally never happen. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't happen. I wouldn't be able to build it all out myself because that's not my personality. And so when you start to build a team, it's just really smart to start building a team that actually has different strengths than you. So anyway, the whole point of this conversation was for you guys to understand that you can say any of the words that feel natural to you. You can say, join my team, or you can think join my team is the most cringy thing ever and never say it. But it's just a matter of what are you saying? How are you showing up? And this is another thing. You will never build a team secretly. You're not going to build a team if people don't know that they can join you. So somehow, some way, you do need to tell people that there's an opportunity. And so I would rather you say something that's a little cringy or a little off, and then just kind of learn as you go. And you're like, I've been saying this for a while and no one's joining. So maybe I should learn how to say something differently. But if it's working for you, keep going. If it's working for you, whatever. Who cares what other people think? You know what I mean? If it's working, don't change what works. That doesn't make sense. So I really want to encourage you guys to make those posts, to do those live videos, to share those things in your stories, and to just be a little brave. Just be a little brave and, offer the opportunity for people to join your team, because the only way we're going to grow is with that, a rising tide lifts all boats. And I think right now, instead of looking at each other and saying, oh my gosh, why are you saying it this way? Oh my gosh, why are you saying it that way? Oh my gosh, this is so cringe. That's not going to help our industry. It's literally not going to help our industry at all. What's going to help our industry is lifting each other, is helping each other in a way that's loving and kind and gracious versus in a way that's kind of attacking people. So anyway, I love all of you. I hope this was helpful. I will get this uploaded to the podcast. If you're listening in the podcast, please screenshot, share it into your stories. I love to hear who is listening, and I will be live quite a bit more in the near future.